Good to see you all again here at Wealthy Coins. This leak has officially validated the Shiba Inu bull run. Today's Shib news. Of course, the Shiba Inu community is ecstatic about Shib's January performance. However, as we near the end of the month, market volatility has set in again. The market's performance in February in particular has reintroduced a feeling of anxiety as the month winds down. For Shiba Inu investors, the most important event coming up is the FOMC meeting. To better comprehend how the FOMC meeting affects their Shiba Inu portfolio, it is helpful to have a thorough grasp of what the meeting entails. The modification of the federal fund rate is a major highlight of the meetings, which take place every 3 weeks. Banks borrow money from the Federal Reserve at this rate. Here, in this video, we'll go over the details of the Shiba Inu bull run that this leak has confirmed. Today's Shib news. To view our most recent videos, please subscribe, share, and give us a big thumbs up. We will start the video without further ado. The federal fund rate is a tool for economic stability that the Federal Reserve employs. Borrowing money becomes more affordable at a lower rate, which facilitates investment by increasing liquidity. Conversely, investment and borrowing are both dampened by a higher rate. As a component of its quantitative tightening strategy to control inflation, the Federal Reserve raised the federal fund rate during most of 2022. A positive surge was felt by Shiba Inu and the market as a whole following the most recent FOMC meeting. This is because, in contrast to the statement from last month, when interest rates were raised by 0.75% or 75 basis points, the Federal Reserve only raised them by 0.5% or 50 basis points. As a result of the lower FFR, investors believed the Fed was reducing the pace of its aggressive rate hike. This came at the same time as claims that the Federal Reserve's fight against inflation was successful. The Federal Open Market Committee is next expected to meet on January 31 and February 1. The Federal Reserve is rumored to be planning a 25 basis point increase to the FFR. If this is accurate, it might lend credence to positive sentiment, which might lead to fresh buying pressure for Shiba Inu. In this case, it will be able to break over the $0.000000123 price level, which has been acting as resistance for the past several days. The next Fibonacci resistance line is located at a potential 14% price spike for Shiba Inu investments if a rally materializes. A rate hike over that might fool investors and cause Shiba Inu prices to drop again. If a 10% correction is imminent, it will likely return to 0.0000123, which is either below or in close proximity to its 200-day moving average. On occasion, market reactions precede the official release of the FOMC minutes. Some have hypothesized that this is due to the fact that those in influential positions are aware of the Federal Reserve's rate decision prior to its official announcement. Consequently, some market players may enjoy preferential treatment, enabling them to respond appropriately. Shiba Inu's weighted sentiment meter did show a small increase over the past 2 days, which is rather interesting. The market may be showing signs of optimism again if this holds. Now that estimates are trending towards a 25 basis point raise, this does not necessarily mean that investors predict another surge. While price volatility has dropped marginally over the past several days, it's possible that another surge is around the corner. Reason being, greater trade activity could be sparked this week by the FOMC data. A comparable result is also shown via exchange flows. In recent days, there has been a marked decline in the supply on exchanges, although the situation is exactly reversed when looking at supply outside of exchanges. A bearish pivot might yet happen at any moment, particularly if the FOMC opts for a more substantial rate hike than expected. There will probably be more directional momentum now that the official data is out. The following trend presents potential for short-term gains that Shib traders and investors can seize. Over the last 7 days, Benzinga analyzed the future of a number of stocks that investors favored. The tech-heavy Nasdaq led the markets higher this week, continuing the positive atmosphere that began 2023 on Wall Street. The Nasdaq ended the week up 4.32%, the S&P 500 up 2.47%, and the Dow Industrials up 1.81%. The U.S. Department of Commerce announced on Thursday that GDP increased 2.9% in the fourth quarter, which was more than the 2.6% gain that economists had predicted, following a 5.5% gain in November and below economists' projections of a 5.5% gain. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index climbed 5% in December, according to Friday's report by the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Cryptocurrencies that are popular among memes include Shib and Doge. Originally developed for use in the Shiba Inu project, the Ethereum-based Shib coin has grown in popularity since its launch. You should think of both of them as high-risk investments due to their extremely volatile prices. For a long time, Dogecoin was the only meme coin that people knew about. The combination of speculative investments and sudden price declines causes huge rallies on a regular basis. One such rival that has been around since 2020 is the Shiba Inu coin. The idea is that this is a spoof of Dogecoin. Compared to Dogecoin, Shiba Inu has fared better during this period. This is understandable given that the initiative is in its infancy. The risk outweighs the potential reward in this case. Shiba Inu might have also failed or had very little price gains, just as other meme coins. Compared to Dogecoin in 2023, Shiba Inu coin carries a greater risk, but also offers a greater potential profit. The Shiba Inu might be a better Dogecoin than the meme coins because they are seen as very risky investments. Tokens inspired by the doxom of the most decentralized digital assets available today include Dogecoin, Doge, and Shiba Inu. The company's chief investment officer, Justin Bonds, informs his Twitter followers that Doge and Shib are two of the 32 supposedly decentralized cryptocurrencies among the top 50. There are only 32 truly decentralized cryptocurrencies out of the 50 most popular ones. We can put a finger on decentralization and say yes or no, even though it's on a continuum. Always bear in mind that the truth as it stands in theory may not always hold water in reality. The price of Shiba Inus has cooled down following a strong start to the new year. The digital doc coin has increased in value by 60% since January 1st, giving the Shiba Inu price a new narrative all its own. If you believe Whale Stats, the top Ethereum whale's usage of Shiba Inu smart contracts and tokens is unparalleled. As the Shibarion beta has been announced, there has been much conjecture around the Shiba Inu. According to Shibarion principal developer Shitoshi Kosama, Valentine's Day, February 14th, is a possible launch date for Shibarion. In the midst of the Shibarion debut, whales have bought Shiba Inus but are selling Shiba till December. Among the smart contracts bought by the top Ethereum whales in the last day, Shiba Inu has been the most popular. The price of Shiba has increased 2% in the past 24 hours, trading at $0.00. The Shiba Inu may still have a lot of room to grow in the next few months. Shiba Inu could see a surge in popularity after the release of Shibarium. Higher speed, more scalability, and reduced transaction costs are just a few of the exciting new features of the next Layer 2 blockchains. Additionally, Shibarium may allow for the burning of billions of tokens. Like any other product, cryptocurrency is subject to the rules of supply and demand. The price of SHIB tokens will rise if their supply is drastically reduced, while demand remains stable, or even increases. Finbold reports that Shib remained popular last year, as it was the third most viewed cryptocurrency. Nonetheless, the reason behind Binance's decision to delete the coin remains unknown. According to several accounts, Shiba's poor liquidity is the reason behind it. Still, there's a lot more cause for concern for Binance. There was a surge in concern over the exchange's viability when it withdrew from a last-minute deal